Stand up guy, motherfucking propaganda guy. Swears to God he's a handsome guy, probably can't even stand up right. Sitting in his room by the candlelight, thinking of all the people he's been abandoned by, buying all the dope his dealer can't supply. This is the pussy we've been slandered by, and Tony Pete is who he's handled by, cause there's no doubt that this man is bi. So cocksucker, you should answer my motherfucking question when I ask you why you once got blown by a fucking tranny, reached in his panties and you grabbed a guy, a random guy. And man, do I have a hard time understanding how you stand beside a motherfucking dude and get so confused. Or is this exactly what you fantasize? Cause you can't deny that dicks are something you're distracted by. I have a bad feeling that you're after mine, cause you're such a bit of mine. You remind me of the Charles Manson guy. Are you Catholic, a witch, or a warlock bitch? It seems to me you just can't decide. One minute you're praying the rosary, next minute you're practicing voodoo, putting a spell on someone or threatening to fucking vandalize a car, a truck, or a house, and then you threaten my spouse. And this is the reason I am the guy you're about to be fucking dismantled by, canceled by, trampled by, cause I'm the fucking man, and you are just a fucking love and a guy. Miss Can't Be Wrong is a better person on her worst day than you could be on your best. Fucking pest. Go get some rest, and while you're at it, wipe the jizz off your chest. I'm out. Cicero! Peace. Miss Can't Be Wrong is a better person on her worst day than you could be on your best. Fucking pest. Go get some rest. And while you're at it, wipe the jizz off your chest. I'm out! Full Cicero!
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? All right, sorry I was late. I apologize. No good excuses today, really. Just took too long to shave and shower, so my fault. Anyway, let's see what's happening here. Let me check out the chat. I saw something funny already. Let me see. Dave, Kellyanne, Bobby Berberian, War. No, I didn't. I got to check that out, though. What happened? Hey now. I'm hot, guys. Whew. Sven Larson, Sally, Sean Landon Clark, Stevie the Gypsy, Jesse Roth, Mickey Batts. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Me too. Yeah, dry your balls. Sorry, War, sorry. Let's see what else. My box is dirty. Hello, chat group. I'm a new subscriber from New Delhi, India. All right. See what this guy's all about. Stand-up guy, let me pry. How many men have you been filleted by? I could have added that. You should have given it to me earlier. JGB, William Struck, Yizzo. Oh, my boxer, you lost. Oh, really? Racketeering, illegal gambling. Yeah, it's probably about it, huh? Illegal gambling. No freaking ZD now. What's up, bro? All right, guys. I'm fucking hot, man. I should have considered wearing the sweatshirt, but is what it is. Hopefully I'll cool the fuck down at some point. I'm trying to think if I had anything on my mind today. I feel like I did, but I'm not sure. If I did, I don't remember now. So I might need your assistance to give me something to talk about. What was I thinking about? A lot of things in my mind. I don't know. I got a lot of messages today, but I don't think anything that I don't think it was anything I have to share. So I'm going to work off the crowd today. It's like a true DJ would do. You know, those guys, or that guy the other day that left that comment about how I can't scratch on a turntable and all that. Remember that show? I pulled out the turntable, started scratching. Well, see, this is why I got to thank my trolls sometimes. I haven't been into this shit for a while. I just been doing what's a Sal saying? My box is dirty. It's actually my turban's dirty. Hold on. Buy yourself a fan, FBS. I heard of a site that sells them. It's called OnlyFans. Oh, I've heard of that. Maybe I'll go on there later and see if I can find one. Anyway, yeah, that when I got on the turntable the other night and started fucking around, it kind of inspired me. So literally while the fucking intro music was playing, I was fucking around on this thing, scratching and shit. I was going to open the show that way, but I chose not to, although the turntable is sitting right here on and ready to go. So maybe at some point, having a good time with it. Mike 23, you are a W. Ig Mo. Are you another douchebag that calls people Mo because you want to be like Sammy the Bull, you fucking fruitcake? You sound like Tony Pizza. Shut up. Take your racist horse shit somewhere else. Go to Pizza's channel. They love that shit over there. You know what I mean? I bet your wife would love me. Just saying. Oh, pizza in blackface. There you go. Thank you, Jesse. And by the way, that other message, I got to get back to that. It's the first thing I saw when I woke up. What a stupid cunt she is. Anyway, not Jesse, somebody else. He's gone, FBS. Cool, thanks. My box is dirty. Do you ever shop at Turban Outfitters? Wow. It's getting a little crazy in here, guys. Now we're about to start talking about a homeless guy who was in blackface this morning, even though, I'm starting to rethink the whole not talking about pizza. Who gives a fuck? If there's a day we got to talk about him, let's talk about him. On days that we don't. We went like a few days without talking about him. Who cares? You know what I mean? I'm not going to deprive the audience of such wild entertainment. Oh, Pizza's streaming me? Pizza, every time you fight with SoFlo, is that what you're going to do? I mean, I think it was probably played out the first time you did it. Even before you did it, it was a stupid idea. But at this point, it's kind of... by the way, what is that? Is that Leon shit on your face? That's what it looked like. Call him Feces Face Pizza. That's what he looked like. I said to whoever sent it to me, I said, that looks like actual shit on his face. Which, how could you blame me for thinking that? I mean, there's shit on him all the time. You know what I mean? There's shit on his hands. There's shit in his nails. There's shit every fucking where. Look at his feet. His feet look like he fucking ran a marathon through shit. Terrible disgustingness. You're a filthy motherfucker, Tony Pizza, and I wonder why your mom don't like you. I don't blame her. Isn't it funny that all of Tony Pizza's real problems started with him being dirty? Tony, what do you think about that, bro? You had to leave home because you were filthy. And now here you are, 41 years later, 42, I think, actually. Still filthy. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed pizza on the can a while back. You're sorry you missed it? No. You should be grateful that you missed it. You should be very thankful. Fuck that. That's not a sight you want to see. I'm sure you'll see it again, though. I mean, he has no shame. You know what I'm saying? Look at the teeth shit yesterday. For Christ's fucking sakes. Look at this. Tony Pizza, you are a fucking disgrace, man. You seriously are. Look at this. How could you? Oh, God. Oh, my God. What a fucking nightmare. How do you wake up every morning and look at that? Well, he probably doesn't have mirrors in the camper. Look at this one. He looks like a toothless like lesbian gym teacher or something. He's got an underbite. I had an old Boston Terrier / pit bull, crazy looking dog. It looked more like a pit than a Boston Terrier, but it was fucking insanely small. And that's what she looked like. That's insane, man. Wasn't somebody in his chat once saying, wasn't that fucking monster, New Day, New Man, I Am Gay, or whatever his name is? Didn't he once say that I had an underbite? I wonder how he feels about this. Shit. Let me get that out of here. I don't want to make you guys look at that any longer. I'm sorry. I apologize. Pizza's favorite Peanuts character was Linus. Oh, I don't even remember. Who was that? I don't even remember. Pizza sucking on lemons. Sucking on something. Pucker up, Buttercup. It's fucking nasty. Disgusting individual. I mean, holy shit. Why do you always talk about the same guy? Well, let me know who you are, and I'll start talking about you, and then problem solved. How about that? Bobby. Those are tusks. Yeah, they are. They are. Because he can. Yeah, pretty much, dickhead. That's pretty much why, because I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. And it seems to work, doesn't it? Because it's funny. Yeah, exactly, Kellyanne. Thank you. Yes, that's why. Yeah, my brother's Boston Terrier has an underbite like that. They are crazy looking fucking dogs. They truly are. Pizza likes when Leon eats rabbit turds and kisses him. That's nasty. Pizza is a home. Wow, my D. You just came right out and said it, didn't you? Pizza is in his mind, he's a legend though. He is like you ever think that like Tony Pizza, like in his mind when he's like taking a walk or something, he feels like John Travolta in the opening scene in Saturday Night Fever or something. He's strutting around thinking he's the man. In his mind, that's who he is. It's really fascinating. A lot of people over on that side. There's another guy too. Another guy that really thinks he's a cool motherfucker. I mean, very strange. Sees himself as like a good-looking guy, like talks about himself like he's like superior to everyone, yet he's like one of the most pathetic individuals in the history of fucking MobTube and probably YouTube. You know? It goes on a lot over there. It's a chat full of delusional fucking people is what it is. Pizza can suck the chrome off a trailer hitch. For years, they didn't know who the fuck I was. Tough Tony, Tony the Pick, good looking Tony, the guy with 1,000 jobs. I don't remember all of them. Pizza, do you ever look between your legs and just start crying? He's probably afraid to look, or he can't see it. Too small. Pizza sent his bitch Daniel and Piggy Hawk after me today. LOL, 2 fruits together. Yeah, I heard about it, Kellyanne. And at first it was kind of miscommunicated to me, and I thought that I was being accused of doing something wrong. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? But I'm glad it was straightened out. Yeah. Ignore those people. Listen, when there's people like that in anybody's chat, the best bet is to just stay away from those chats, because I don't know. You notice something that just it never goes on here. Just never. There's nothing like that. Like if a friendly person comes in here, they're not attacked, period. And like if trolls came in to attack them, that would be put to an end immediately. That's how I like doing things. That's why our chat is the best. It's the absolute best. Besides, it doesn't work out well for me when that shit's happening because then I get all distracted, as you guys know. Wipe my glasses off. And the trolls can make a video later and say that I was jerking myself off or something. That's what they do. I'm going to start calling my fucking haters Fox News. So I'm going to start calling them. It's all fake news. The guy who sucked 1,000 cocks. God, I should get that clip back up. But I'm telling you what, guys, I don't have any room for anything anymore. I got so many songs back here. I've had to take so much shit down. I had to take a few pizza clips down yesterday. I think this is all I got left. Let me see.
You got Daddy Dick Dents over there in Pennsylvania. complaining, going private. You know what I mean? I'm making no money. What about private? You know. I want to remind everybody tomorrow's rent day, and we still got $200 to raise. So we got to pay our rent. And if we don't, there's no more apartment for me and Leon. So if anybody wants to make a donation, now's the time. It only pisses off the enemies. It only pisses them off.
I mean, again, it's one of the things that makes Tony Pizza who he is. The fact that he could sit there, and that is not edited, guys. I don't think it is. Let me check. I'm almost positive it's not edited. I don't edit shit like that usually. Let me see. For the part where he says about me complaining and saying I'm going to go private if I don't make money, and then listen to the very next thing he says, almost without even taking a breath.
You got Daddy Dick Dents over there in Pennsylvania complaining, going private. You know what I mean? I'm making no money. What about private? You know. I want to remind everybody tomorrow's rent day, and we still got $200 to raise.
Yeah, no edits whatsoever. That was a solid clip. Can you imagine that? He sits there. Oh, FBS, he's begging for money. He needs money. He's going to go private if he doesn't make money. By the way, guys, we need the rent money. I'm going to need you to raise that right away. He doesn't know. That's the thing about him that's amazing, is he just doesn't know. He doesn't understand who he is. He doesn't understand anything about himself. He doesn't even realize that if you're doing something like that, you're going to have to put some space between your comments about me asking for money and you asking for the rent money. I mean, holy shit. You wonder, guys, why I'm you would think I wouldn't be shocked anymore, but it's just me being me, the kind of person I am, and the way I, live my life and the people I was around. Shit like this is fascinating to me. It really is. Yeah, absolutely. Kellyanne, definitely. Only 1,000, maybe in a year. What was that about? Number one rule of FBS's chat: don't be a Richard. Who's Richard? Was that one of the guys was that a guy that was blocked earlier? Was that his name or something? I don't know. Fox News, yeah. If you're a Richard, you can eat a bag of Richards. Pizza has aged 30 years and 3. He has. Everyone say hello to Pizza. He's watching me, watching you. Oh, hey, Leon, how you doing? Ruff. Good dog. See that? Even your fucking dog hates you enough to come over here to your enemy's channel and mock you because you're wearing lipstick. Probably just got done blowing a clown or something. I don't know why. I think clowns probably put makeup on their cock, but who knows? They put it everywhere else. Homer Simpson, FBS, you clown. This was from so long ago. What's your fucking point? So what? You ever listen to Tony Pizza's channel? He still talks about shit I said fucking, 3 years ago, damn near 4 years ago. You do realize that, right? What does that mean? It's old, so we can't use it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not the person Tony is today. Homer Simpson is acting like Tony Pizza completely turned his life around. What are you using old shit for? He's not the same guy today as he was back then. No, he's worse. You clown. Dickhead comes in as Homer Simpson. I'm the clown. There you go. Tony Pizza, ban him. He's a big simp of yours. Can I block Homer? Fucking right you can, Kellyanne. Block whoever you want. You can block me if you want. Pizza doesn't comprehend common sense. No. Next time, Kellyanne, take that fool out. We have to pay our rent. Yeah. Our rent. Like it's, yeah, our rent. Yeah. Like it belongs to, it's everybody's responsibility. But it is, though. I mean, that's what they get for supporting him. They have signed on to that. Like, hey, if Tony Pizza somehow, gets an apartment or buys an RV or gets a car or a truck or anything, the repairs, the maintenance, everything necessary for him to maintain that, whether it's an apartment or a house or a vehicle, it's all up to them to pay for it. It's all up to them. He's not. You think Tony Pizza's like, Jesus, guys, I might have to go get a part-time job. Never. Let me see. Pizza is streaming you. I think Pizza is stream. Okay, that's two different messages. Pizza is streaming you and literally said, "See how he talks about me? He can't live without me." Even that, Tony Pizza, you're streaming me. I wasn't even talking about you when I started the show. You fucking asshole. Not immediately. You don't understand how that's even a stupid remark from you. I mean, you're streaming me. I start talking about you, and you're like, "Look, he can't live without me." You can't even do your show without streaming me, you fucking asshole. Jesus Christ. Saxon, 10 pounds. Please pass this on to Pizza, as the poor guy says he has to drive 45 miles for gas, and seen as as he said, he has more bodies than Sammy. I'm worried about what he might do if he doesn't get the cash. Gotcha, Saxon. Thank you for the 10 pounds, my friend. Leon McCarthy Caruana. Pizza, your fucking dog just bought 10 memberships for the chat. What do you think about that? Oof, Leon, thank you so much. That's $50, Tony Pizza. What do you think? What do you think? $50. Who got him? I want to see who got him. Oh, did I get a cash app over here? Oh, Bobby, $10. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you very much. Cash app over here. Shut up, fatty. Let me see. BK Skip, Todd Father, Rakasan Kennel, Alana Therese, and Debbie H. Got memberships from JGB. Oh, I didn't even get to that one yet. I'll get to it in a second. That's awesome. Rakasan Kennel's a good guy. I don't know where Alana Therese stands. Todd Father's always a good guy to me. BK Skip, I don't know if I don't know anything about him. Debbie H, awesome person right there. Good shit. What about the other ones from Leon? Cy Gotkin, Joe Root, Soretti, Big Max, Midwest DJ, Carlos Gringo Munez, No Fly Zone Ricans, Jeff Mella, Armand D, Miss Mickey, Beverly the Nice One Martin. Wow. Beautiful. Look at that. You know why? That the good people are getting memberships again? Because all the memberships everybody bought, well, not all of them, but the ones that were bought early in the month, last month, they're all expiring. You know what I mean? So these people, I wish people would just fucking start renewing the membership on your own. You know what I mean? That'd be awesome. $5 a month. If you want to be, the shit, $10 a month. So thank you, Leon and JGB. I love that Leon has a wrench. Yeah, your dog has a wrench in my chat, fuckface pizza. What do you think? Richard is long for dick. FBI. Which guy is he? Is he the guy that came in here and made the I'm not even sure. What'd you get? What good news did you get, Leon? Share it with us. Very generous. 10 memberships. Yeah. Pizza beats me with sticks. I know. Well, I didn't know it was with sticks. We just knew he beat you, and that makes me sad. You got to make an escape, Leon. You got to get away from him. You're too good for Tony Pizza. Everybody, bed bugs are too good for Tony Pizza. Fleas are too good. There you go. Yes, absolutely. JGB, there you go. I pulled it up, even though I already read who got them. How many dicks has Pizza sucked in your opinion? 12. Last month. Throughout his lifetime, dozens. Hold on one sec. All right. Why is Pizza naked on his bed? No, he's not. Shut up. Oh, well, you're in the room. I'm sorry. Muggsy Siegel, $2. Poor Weon can't eat pasta with grated cheese. Why? I don't get it. Thank you for the $2. Pizza says he clocked a maid guy in the head with a hammer when he was 18. Sure you did. Sure you did. Is that when you were living in Port Charlotte? Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of maid guys in Port Charlotte. Sicilian, that show yesterday was funny. Which one was oh yeah. It was. Thank you. Yeah. That was with the help of you guys. People sending me clips and shit. Joey Dimes, $5 for pizza streaming you. I own Tony Pizza. He does own you. He does, Pizza. Joey Dimes fucking owns you, no doubt. FBS play a song, it'll piss him off. All righty then. Let's see. I know the one he likes the most because of what it says in the very beginning. Let me find that one. Where the fuck is it?
Word is Tony Pizza may have diddled his brother. It's a shame that before birth he wasn't killed by his mother. He's a coward and an animal, a fuck up and a loser. The only time you're fucking happy is when Hector screws you. You should be locked in a zoo or chained in a basement. Your life's more of a mystery than where MRE's case went. Back in 2006, Pizza met a guy with a gun. They took it to a pawn shop and then they went on the run. Ran until the wrong cop and now the damage was done. He took a pinch for a pistol and then he snitched on his friend. And when it was all said and done, 23 days in the pen. Pizza, pizza, you know they're coming for you. Pizza, pizza, you know they're gunning for you. You talk all that shit, but now it's time to pay the piper. Even if it means someone ends up as a lifer. Pizza, you better get in mommy's caddy and take the fuck off before this ends up ending badly. Sean McCarthy, or is it Tony Caruana? Your time is up, it's time for life to catch up on ya. Yeah. Did he ever really get thrown off of a bridge? Not yet, but if he does, he better hope the clam captain has a net. Splash, that's that. It looks like this time Tony won't be coming back. And if that time comes, we can all celebrate. And Mob 2 will go on without the anger and the hate. The end.
All right, there you go. That's enough. Another plane crash, guys. New York. 2 dead. Yesterday it was... there was a plane crash. I forget where, and I think it was 3 people dead. And then the day before, I think was the helicopter, right? Or was that a few days ago? I don't know. That would technically be a few days ago, but whatever. So things are going great. Things are going great. Make sure to travel by plane, Tony Pizza. Do it soon. Do it while Trump's in office, please, so you fall out of the sky and crash to your death. You're just saying Richard is short for okay, bro. I know what the fuck you were talking about. Is that like the politically correct version? Let me see. Kellyanne, $49.99. Piggy Hawk, you're a sick douchebag. So sad you have to watch my purse. That's what you get, fuckface. You see that? You made a stupid ass comment, and I just made $50 off you. Thank you, Kellyanne. That is awesome. I appreciate you very much. $49.99. See, Piggy Hawk? All because you're on my dick. All because you are. It's fucking hilarious. You make me money. You assholes make me money like all the time. You realize that, right? What is this, Tony Pizza? What am I up to? Like 135? 145, $150 so far? So, damn, 29 minutes in. Not bad. Oh. Muggsy Siegel, $2. Dog can eat only $3 in kitty. Dog can't eat only $3 in kitty. Oh, so is that what he's saying now? Leon can't eat because he's only got $3, or are you just making fun of something he says all the time to make money? Antonino, member for 30 months. I'm still here after all this time. Thank God, brother. I love you, man. That's awesome. 30 fucking months, guys. He'll talk over it so his chat can't hear it. LOL. How's everyone? Of course he will. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I like that beat. Too bad it's tied to pizza. Yeah, no shit. Well, I could get the instrumental. We could make something else out of it. It was a helicopter. Today? No, this is a plane crash.
Breaking news. We have another plane crash, ladies and gentlemen. Copake, New York. Fatalities. People have died. A plane went down in a field in New York.
And yesterday there was a plane crash. And I think it was the day before that or the day before that. It was a helicopter. And a whole family died on the helicopter. Helicopter 2 days ago. There you go. Pizza, please take your finger out of your brother's ass, you LGBTQ cancel culture woke joke, Devado eating scumbag. But Doge is going well. Need to afford tax cuts. Yeah, it's going great. That's why at first Elon was saying they're going to save trillions of dollars in money. And then he just came out like yesterday and said in 2026, he hopes to save $150 billion, which is, in terms of government spending, like 10 cents. You know what I mean? So that's great news. Hey now, member for 30 months, giddy up. All right, thank you, hey now. Where's my fucking cigarettes at? Give me a second, guys. Well, it'll literally be about 20 seconds. Hang on. I don't want you to think I'm going to be gone long. All right. Let me see. No, a couple days ago in the Bay. She talking about the helicopter? Pizza is a servant if the sphincter. All right. In or is, I don't know. Plane crashes always come in threes. Under Trump's administration, they come in 12s. Just call pizza Sphincter Boy. Why? He doesn't like that? You don't like being called Sphincter Boy? Sphincter Boy? Why is that? It's fitting for an asshole. That's what you are. So I don't see the problem with it. Tony Pizza, that's another thing about him that's so funny. He's fucking biggest shit talker in the world, yet the most sensitive snowflake, isn't he? You say anything about him, he loses his fucking mind. Fucking baby. Hey, Sphincter Boy. Look. Go ahead, Chad. Everybody call him Sphincter Boy right now. Everybody. I'll wait. It gives me a nice little break. Oh, shit. Here, while you're doing that.
So why is it got to be so damn tough?
Say what? Yo! Yo!
There you go. What do you think? Guys, the fucking turntable. How about that? Oh, shit. I'm going to be making a lot of new videos. A lot of new DJ videos. Yeah, you missed it the other night, right, Miss Can't Be Wrong? There you go. They'll say you aren't scratching because we can't see your hands. Of course they will. I'll put the fucking turntable on a shoebox right now. You'll see my hands. Yeah, you're right, guys. I wasn't. That was a pre-recording. I can't do any of that shit. What are you, crazy? That would take talent. There's no way FBS could have talent. It'd be impossible. It's a ridiculous idea. Let's see. The sphincter boy with an oversized sex toy. FBS, how much that turntable you got right there cost? All that is a little portable turntable for literally to practice scratching, and it was like $159. It's called a Newmark PT 101, I think. Yeah, or you can look up Newmark Pro Scratch. There's a few different ones. Vestax has one too. Yeah, they're pretty fucking dope. Treehouse needs a theme song, FBS. Okay. Remind me later, Jesse. Seriously, I'll fucking make one for you. I'll make one for you and Miss Camp You're Wrong if you want. Yeah, no problem, Matty G. Somebody else asked me that the other day too. I think it was Midwest Mafia Productions. Anyway, it's pretty good so far, guys. What can I say? Look at this. Tony Pizza, look. Look at all these loyal members. The donors. Muggsy used to be a donor of yours, right? Isn't that what you were bitching about? I fucking wish right now OZ would come and donate just to make him eat shit. I swear to Christ. Kellyanne, Bobby Berberian, 30 months. Look at this pizza. Muggsy Siegel again, $2. JGB, that's 25. Leon, 50. Saxon, 10. Muggsy, $2. See, man? I don't even know if I read that one. Did I, Muggsy? I don't know, but there it is now. It's going pretty well for me. See, this is why I love you guys, because it was so bad. And I'm not saying that it won't go back to that tomorrow. I hope not. But the last few days, you guys have been taking care of me, and I appreciate it very much. Very, very much. Carmine OZ is a good guy. Yeah, he seems like it. I'll just never understand why he ever supported pizza. I'll never get it. Green Gods, the Jagoff buys short ribs and cigarettes all day, then bitches to his people, LOL. That's what he does, of course. He says, give me your money. Give me your money, I'll squander it. And then I'll come back asking for more. And if you don't give it to me, I'll dox you and your whole fucking family. And then I'll threaten to kill you with a car bomb. And that's what he does. It's Tony Pizza. That's the thing. But you can't even blame him because his people are stupid enough to put up with it. He knows that. He's fully aware of who his people are. You know what I mean? He is. He knows. He knows who he's talking to. He knows what he can get away with. Same thing with Trump. He knows who his people are. He knows who his voters are. He knows what he can do, what he can get away with. He knows that anything he says, they'll believe. Same thing with pizza. It's literally the exact same thing. It's called a cult. That's what it is. Tony Pizza could go on a live tomorrow and say he's Jesus Christ, and they will start praying to him. I'm telling you. And then they'll really start throwing money at him. Tony, how come you never tried that? It wouldn't be far-fetched considering everything else you claimed. Why don't you try and say in your Jesus Christ? Who knows what will happen? I say give it a shot. Milk them for all they're worth. No, JGB, I swear to God, man. I have never been late for a day. Well, I can't say I've never been late for a day of work at a regular job. I mean, there's probably a couple of days here and there, but not for the most part. I'm not somebody who calls off, none of that shit. And as far as my DJing, oh my God, not only was I never late, I always showed up super fucking early because I was always terrified that I wouldn't be on time. Like when I DJed in Harrisburg and I had to drive there every night for 18 months, actually like 3 nights a week for 18 months. I always left early. I would get there. I had to start at 10. I would get there at 9. I would hang out. I'd have a few drinks. I'd talk to some people, or I'd go down. If the Senators were playing or something, I'd walk to the riverfront and watch the fireworks after the game and shit like that. And then I would go back and DJ. It's my thing. I'm never late for stuff like that. I think it's just because it's in my house. And let's be honest, I think most of the content creators do that. I mean, I think a lot of them are late all the time, aren't they? At least I know how many times I've waited in chats forever. There are a couple that are very punctual. I've been doing better lately, guys. Give me a fucking break. I haven't been doing bad. I'm trying. Today was just, if you remember yesterday, I had a beard. Okay. Anytime you see that, you know that it's only a matter of time before I try to shape it up. I fuck it up, and then I got to shave the whole thing, and I got to do this now. So that's what happened today. What is this? I just saw something. Hold on, guys. Jesse, you're hilarious. Oh, shit. Look, should I show it? You want me to show it? Let me know. Pizza's bragging about how many he has in his live. His chat has barely moved. Of course not. My greatest thanks to all of you for your generosity. See, War is the man. That's how much he wants me to make money. Even he thanks you. Appreciate you, War. Yeah. Again, guys, for years, I had more viewers than anybody. I remember Angel would be on, and I would come on, and her fucking live views would drop 150 fucking people. You know what I mean? No bullshit. Every fucking night. Nobody could even compete with me. But guess what? It's the same reason I just started doing all this shit talking and drama rather than continuing to do interviews and mob shows and all that. Because those numbers don't mean a fucking thing. I have 80 people here now, and I've already made good money for this show. I hope I make more, of course. Keep donating, people. It is Saturday. But, and if I had 300, guess what I would have made? Exactly what I made just now. Not a dime more. I mean, because there's only so many donors. So I don't know how many live viewers he has, but it doesn't make a difference. It really doesn't. Pizza, do you understand the concept of soap and water? Oh, no, hell no, he doesn't. Fuck no. And another thing with pizza is you always got to remember, you never know what's real with him, including his views. And a lot of the reason is because his fucking stupid friends will buy him the views. So it looks like he has more views than me. Perfect example. If you guys remember a long time ago, he lost the channel or something. He started a new channel. And within I'm going to say a day or two, he had 1,500 subs. It was complete bullshit. And what happened? A week or two later, after the channel, was up and running and whatever, somebody came out, one of his people, and posted a receipt or something for the 1,000 subs that he bought Tony Pizza. You know what I mean? So make some shrimp scampi. Yeah. If you hid money under a bar of soap, Pizza would never find it. Never. It's the best place to hide it. Boop 2.0. He has people following him who he's trashed and mocked, and yet they still go back to him. Cult mentality. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Not just that. Not even trashed and mocked. I mean, just doxed the living shit out of. I mean, like Joe Candela. Was it the other day somebody sent me a clip? I think it was a new clip where he was talking about Joe, how he had Joe. Oh, yeah. It was a clip from the other day somebody sent me. He was talking about how he makes 15 grand a year. That's what he was saying. Okay. And 15 grand a month is more like it. At least that would be closer than, 15 grand a year. He's full of shit. No fucking way. He probably makes 70, 75 grand a year at least. But he was talking about how he only makes 15 and he wishes he made 30 or something like that. And he said, there was a time when I made 30. Joe Candela. And he said how much money Joe Candela gave him. I forget exactly how much it was. He said, maybe it was the 30,000. Maybe it wasn't a year. Maybe it was all together what Joe gave him. I don't remember. He said Frankie the Fister also gave him 10,000. No way. He gave him way more than that. But he was talking about how much Joe gave him. And Joe was hands down Pizza's biggest supporter ever. He'll never have another Joe Candela. I mean, I don't think anyway. And, oh my God, the stuff he did to Joe. I mean, he went after his entire family. He doxed his businesses. And you know why he did that? And I'm only saying this because I know a lot of you guys weren't here that long, haven't been here that long. It's not because Joe turned on him or started trashing him on another channel or donating to an enemy or even that he quit donating. No. It was that I didn't say quit donating twice, did I? I feel like I did. Whatever. By the time I finished a sentence, I already forgot the beginning of it, right? It was because Joe offered to match Pizza's donations for a night. And Pizza raised $1,200 or $1,250. I think it was $1,250, something like that, in one show. So Joe kept his word, but he said, I can't give it to you till, or he only gave him part of it. And he said, I'll give you the rest tomorrow or in a couple of days, something like that. And that was it. I mean, instantly. He didn't even wait for Candela. He just went fucking berserk and started fucking doxing his businesses and threatening his family. And what happened? Joe eventually donated the rest of it, still, after all that. And that's the thing. That's why he can do it. That's why he can do that. He could bash people and mock and trash his chat all day, his donors all day, because he knows they're a bunch of Joe Candelas. I mean, Joe came back to him time, and he will again. How much you want to bet eventually you'll see Joe Candela in his chat again? He came back to him so many times. And that's the thing I say about why these people are weak, because that is like, you'd have to see Tony as a god almost. Seriously. To be like, well, he just abused the living shit out of me, my whole fucking family, everything else. But I'm going to keep giving him money. I'm going to keep looking out for him. I'm still going to be a supporter. Why? Holy shit. God, if I talk about politics too much, I lose 19 supporters or donors. This motherfucker, it's like he could talk about your mother all day. You talk about your children. And they don't go nowhere. They don't leave him. They just don't. It took Joe Candela about 75 times of Pizza turning on him to finally kind of go away. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if he still donates to him behind the scenes. I wouldn't. Yeah, no shit. He would fuck up a lemonade stand, no doubt. You've already double Peach's BS $80 goal. Oh, real nice. I can picture Pizza trying to panhandle and bitch about how the Girl Scouts up the block selling cookies were stealing his donations. No doubt about it, bro. He would. If cleanliness is next to godliness, Pizza is the devil. I got $3. Those Devato eating Girl Scouts are stealing from an old man. Yeah, an old homeless man. They're picking on me. Just like he said yesterday in one of those clips I played. FBI is the one who started this. By started this, do you mean I completely ignored your existence and refused to address you in any way, good or bad? And then after 2 months or 3 months of you just constantly fucking bashing me, I finally responded to you? He started in early July. You guys can go back and look. My first Tony Pizza show, and it was literally titled, Okay, Pizza, you want my attention? You got it. That's how you know it was the first show. It was September 15th. Okay? He bashed me and bashed me and bashed me, and I ignored him and ignored him. I would not acknowledge him in any way. Because he's a homeless... Listen, I don't want to be a dick or sound like I think I'm better than anybody, but it wasn't that he was homeless. It's that he was a homeless bum. To me, they're two different things. Some people become homeless through no fault of their own. Bums are comfortable homeless. It doesn't matter what their predicament is, as long as they don't have to do anything to help themselves. And you could tell after one or two of his stupid fucking videos that he was content this way. You know what I mean? And what have we found out over the next 3.5 fucking years? That I was right. He's completely content. He'll tell you that himself. He fucking gets an apartment. He can't wait to get rid of it. He has to fuck it up because he can't stand that he has that responsibility. He can't stand being in one place for too long. Tax day. Oh, it is, isn't it? April 15th. Yeah. Joe also got really sick after Pizza went after him. Pizza is an evil, demented piece of shit. He is. Joe said in another chat, Pizza borrowed $3,500 from him and blocked him. Well, if you loan Pizza $3,500, you're fucking dope. No matter who you are. You know what I mean? And the funny part is, Joe Candela was a donor of mine. The night Tony Pizza came on, he donated a bunch of money to me, like hundreds of dollars. But he had donated a bunch of times before that. I'm talking about the first time Tony Pizza ever came on this show, when he came on to apologize and shit. And I think he's one of the people who asked me to give some of it to Pizza or something. But next thing I know, like, we didn't talk about each other. That was the deal. We weren't going to talk about each other. It took 9 days exactly. And Pizza started trashing me again for no reason. Next thing I know, I hear him shouting out Joe Candela, $100, $200, $300. And I'm like, are you for real? I remember even texting Joe and saying, you're supporting this fucking scumbag? And I forget what he said to me, but like, talk about a bad judge of fucking character. Holy shit. That's why I gotta wonder, man, if you support him, are you an animal? Can we say anymore like, oh, he supports him, but he's a good guy? I don't know. Because how do you support that? How do you listen to him do that shit to innocent people? Not people he's fighting with. They're family members and stuff who never said a word about him. How could you sit there and listen to that? And then we're supposed to, like, for forever. And then we're supposed to believe, oh, well, he's got a good heart. He just, for some reason, supported Tony. I don't know. How do you support? I could never support a guy like that. Never in a million fucking years. I don't care if he was attacking all my enemies. It wouldn't matter. Not only that, but if you're a guy like, I don't know about all his donors, but say Joe Candela. And I don't know Joe Candela's life. I don't know him as a person. But you're a fucking guy with a family and a couple of different businesses, and you're pretty well off. Why would you ever want to be associated with a piece of shit like that unless you yourself are a piece of shit just like him? I don't know. Joe always came off as a nice guy to me when I spoke to him and stuff. I'm not just attacking him. I'm just using him as an example of what all those donors are like. I just don't, I don't get it. When a guy abuses the shit out of you because you didn't give him the money that you offered as a gift. In other words, I'll match your donations. And you just need a day or two to get all of it. When he goes after your entire fucking family and tries to ruin your businesses, you go back to him and, finish paying him. I mean, what is wrong with you? That's why I say it's like any other cult, man. Cult leaders have convinced their people, in many cases with a lot of cults, it's a religious thing. They've convinced their fucking followers that they're literally like Jesus or something. Okay. And that's like how it is with Tony. Like he could do anything to them and they just can't walk away from him. They can't. And that to me makes you the weakest bunch of pussy simp beta male motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. That's why I laugh at you the way I do. Because I don't even have to abuse you. The shit he does to you is way worse than anything I'm willing to do to you. Do you know what I mean? And you just take it. You just take it. You not only do you take it, you reward him for it. I mean, holy shit, man. He owned a bar. He couldn't organize a sock. He owned a bar. Couldn't organize a sock drawer. Yeah, I know. The cult of misinformation. Yeah, JGB. Let's not forget what he said about 9/11. He is fucking sick. He is twisted. Yep. Joe Mandela is a benevolent person. Why Joe Mandela? The only bar Pizza owned is the one he slides his anal beads on and inserts. Wow. In case you're not. Oh my God, guys. My fucking head won't stop hurting, man. It's been days of this horse shit now. What is going on? I don't know, but do me a favor, guys. Donate if you can. I'd appreciate it. Saturday, guys. Anybody who can, please do. Let's not forget that he hid in the shadows for 30 years watching over the Gotti kids. Of course he did. Yeah. He was their bodyguard. Are you a maid guy? I can't yell right now. My head hurts. I eat guys like you always gets me.
I eat guys like you for breakfast.
If you need people to donate to, I could point you in the right direction. Oh, yeah, those guys? Yeah, no shit. Joe, especially, you truly must hate yourself and live in a lonely life. Or, I'm sorry, and live a lonely life to come on YouTube and make up all this crazy shit, knowing Sammy, eating bacon on Franzisa's lap, Michelle Pfeiffer, etc. Oh, my God, you have to. You have to. That's another reason well, first of all, I'd never be the type of person that would make up stories about myself. I think, again, that's pathetic and desperate and sad. But also, I lived a pretty fucking awesome, fascinating life. I really did. I don't need to make up shit. My stories are interesting, you know what I mean? All by themselves without having to add to them or take away from them or anything else. So, but these guys, a lot of these people do that because look, they're just mediocre people. They're just fucking they never really did anything. They never really experienced much. They haven't been through a lot, or maybe they have. I don't know, but they they don't talk about it. I guess I don't know. I just know that I've looked into a lot of these people's lives, and I'll tell you that not many of them have been interesting. Like Tony Pizza's life, what he doesn't want to tell you is that you hear that? Starting to have flashbacks. I thought I was in Wrightsville, not York City. What the fuck is that? Fireworks, of course, but it's still not over. We done now? Okay. You guys hear that? Anyway, what Tony doesn't want to tell you, and the reason he makes up stories is because his life was nothing. It was trash. The fucking jerk off. He wakes up, or he wakes up. I don't even know what I'm thinking of. He grew up in a fucking I don't know. He says a rich household. Who knows? Rich to him, it could be 12 grand a year income. You don't know what that fucking asshole, at least back in those days. He says his family was rich. Maybe they were. They probably had a little money. I wouldn't say rich. I don't believe they were rich. They probably had a little money. And he had an easy life. He's a spoiled kid, basically. And he just couldn't accept. He's not, I don't know. He's not the kind of person, I guess, or he's too much of a bitch to just accept that there are rules in life, especially when you're a fucking kid. You know what I mean? There's certain I don't know. There's you gotta listen to your fucking parents if you're a kid to some extent. I mean, all of us. I'm assuming most of you. I know myself personally. I didn't do too much listening to my parents, but I didn't throw a fucking fit and run away from home. If my mom asked me to do something, you know what I'm saying? And he did. He's such a bitch. He's such a sensitive little bitch that all she asked him to do is to change his fucking clothes so he's not, in his dirty fucking, overalls from the gas station he worked at on her nice white carpet. And he fucking ran away. And that was it. His life has been shit ever since. He didn't do anything. He wasn't in the mafia. He didn't know any of the people he claims to have known. He didn't have any experiences he claims to have had. He didn't do anything like that. So his life was just being a homeless guy, sitting on years and years and years of sitting on a fucking street corner every day, hoping you make enough money to get a hotel room for the night or enough money to buy some wonton soup and a cup of coffee. something. But he didn't have any interesting life. Those people always make up stories about their lives. You know why? Because everybody else has a life story and they don't. And that hurts. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, I've done things too, No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Do you realize that Tony Pizza, I assure you, doesn't even know what it's like to really be with a woman? And I'm not saying that, who knows if he ever actually had sex with one. It's not likely. But let's just say he's at least done that. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, to be in a relationship, to be with a woman where you're in love with each other, and you love each other's company, and you love spending time together, and you love, the whole thing, being alone together, having a life together, maybe living together, and I almost said sharing responsibilities and bills. Now, okay, so he wouldn't be a fan of that, but just the way it is when you're in a relationship with somebody of the opposite sex, he has no idea what that's like. He doesn't even understand the joys of that or the pains of it. He doesn't know. He doesn't know anything. He hasn't experienced anything. I mean, Tony Pizza is less experienced than all of us. And I don't just mean with sex, you guys are saying. I'm talking about with life. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what it's like to run a household, pay bills, go to work every day, pay your taxes, have some hobbies, do some shit for fun, hang out with friends, go out to clubs, fuck different women, all that. He doesn't know. And it eats him alive. That's why he's bitter. Just imagine you're sitting on a street corner watching life go by and you're not part of it. You know what I mean? Everybody is passing by in suits and ties, and there's beautiful women, on their way to go places, and everybody has money, and they have nice homes to go to, apartments, whatever. At night, they have jobs, careers. They have they have excitement in their lives. And they're established, and they're real people. And you're just sitting there as this person who can't get out of your own way, who's never had anything anybody else has had because you're too much of a piece of shit to go get it. And you know that about yourself. That's him. That's him. Imagine, like, he sat on the Park Avenue and he just watched real people pass by all day with real things going on in lives and relationships and love and careers and money and everything. And he's just got a cup in his hand, hoping somebody throws change in it. So that's why he has to make up stories, because that story is not interesting. I mean, it's always interesting to hear from homeless people, but that's usually because the interesting part is how they became homeless. I mean, like, and if they, bounced back from it. But with Tony Pizza, this is his story. I grew up in a good household. I had, loving parents. I was too much of a fucking pain in the ass, belligerent little fuck to follow any types of rules. So I ran away from home. I tried to take my mother for child support. That didn't work because she welcomed me home anytime I want. And the judge knew I was nothing but a runaway. You know what I mean? Like, that's his story. And then for the rest of his life was just street corner to street corner begging. That's it. And then, he finds social media and he's got people he can lie to. The first thing motherfuckers like that, lonely individuals who never had any type of life do, as soon as they get around a group of people, is they start lying about their lives. I've seen it a million times. We've seen it probably a dozen times just here on MobTube. So that's Tony, man. And he's bitter. He's pissed off because he doesn't take responsibility for the fact that this is all his fault. You know what I mean? He blames the whole world. It's everybody's fault. Even now, to this day, he can't just say, well, maybe my donors stopped donating because I abused them. No. It's FBS's fault. To this day, it's FBS's fault people don't donate to him. He just said it like a day or two ago. So, I don't know that he is, Stevie. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if he is. All right, steroid head. What do you got to say?
Get that fucking fake steroid head off my fucking panel before I fuck his mother.
Guys, did you hear that? What is this weekend that people are setting fireworks off? What am I missing? Is there something special? What the fuck is happening this weekend? You hear this crazy shit? Like, funny thing is, this little town, usually in little towns, the cops bug you over every little fucking thing you do. Even if you're one of the good old boys, you know? These motherfuckers, they got mortars this fucking tall on their property, blowing shit up. They got fireworks, fucking, you know, like professional firework displays going on in their back fucking yards. Cops walk right past the house, say hello, keep going. You got a big fucking problem.
You got a big fucking problem.
FBS headache could be seasonal allergies. I don't know. I never got a headache like this from that shit. And I slept last night was decent. I think because I skated yesterday and shit. Today too. I went skating. I got a friend who I skate with sometimes, and he hit me up this morning and he said he was going to Overlook, the place in Lancaster, and I said, but that place is going to be soaked. Because, you know, there's always a lot of puddles and shit like that. The ground's all torn up, and it's that skate like light stuff on the ramps, which, you know, 2 drops of water and you could wind up fucking dead skating on that shit. So I said, but why are you going out there? It's going to be soaked. Like, why don't you just go to Reed Menzer? Because that place, like an hour after it stops raining, it's bone dry. He said, no, I'm going to go to Overlook. I said, all right, let me know how it is. He hit me back up like a half hour later, and he was like, it's soaked. I'm just going to go home. And I said, why not just go to Reed? And he was like, no, I don't want to waste any more time and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking, I think some people, and this is definitely a York County thing, and probably Lancaster County too. These people I noticed a long time ago, there's everything is planned. Okay. And they only know one way to do everything. Creatures of habit, like a motherfucker. Like, I had a girlfriend. We lived in West York. There's a mall in Lancaster called Park City. Okay. Her and her mother would fucking schedule a trip to Park City months ahead of time. Park City was roughly about 35 minutes away. I shit you not. Her and her whole family only knew one way to get from East York to West York. Meanwhile, there's probably 7 different ways from East York to West York and vice versa. It's how a lot of these people are. But I also notice, you know, that they don't deviate from plans. It's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. And if that don't work out, that's it. I'm going home. There's no other option. But yeah, there is. You know what I mean? Like me, if I'm going to skate, I'm going to fucking skate. Okay. If I know one skate park is dry and the other one's wet, even if I go to the wet one first, I'm just leaving and going to the other one, you know? But these people around here are really a lot like that. And I'm sure Lancaster County can't be too much different. I don't think it is. It's just bizarre. My wife's boyfriend says, my wife abuses me, but I told him he was wrong. Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. Yes, William Strunk. Yeah. How dare he say something like that? Your wife's boyfriend. The Board of Health would have looked at him and condemned the whole block. Yeah. Yep. What's Stowey's how he grifted the other day? That's about it. Donald Sutherland is great in this. What are we talking about? Featuring Don Rickles' crap game. What is that about? I don't know. He was a frozen pizza on the street in the winter. Yeah, he was. Pizza used to like to tickle his little brother's feet. If only he waited for him to be born first. Oh my God, JGB, that is downright disgusting. Goofing on some bum. Thank God my family doesn't know what I'm up to. Yeah, I hear you, S. Frank. At least I do it for a living. The Dirty Dozen is on next. I don't even know what the fuck you're doing. What are you watching? Fucking. You watching some old TV shows? I'm assuming movies. What are you talking about? Some of you have been absent from the treehouse. I expect to see you there tonight. Well, guys, don't go to Jesse's show. I'm asking you as a friend. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, donate a little bit more. Come on, let's go. Let's do it. No reason, just because I want to make more money. Pizza carries a small jar of peanut butter in his pocket at all times. Probably. I could use some cash, guys. Let's get some cash donations. A few, maybe, before I go. I made $15 in cash. Pizza eats the Leon's bully sticks as beef. Oh, I'm sorry you had a bad day, BB from VA. I hope it's gotten better. I'm glad to see you. Creatures of habit like a motherfucker. Yeah. Pizza goes to a wet skate park and it immediately dries up. Not bad. That's a good one. Oh, shit. Everything around him. All right, guys, I'm out. I appreciate you. I'm going to get going. Jesse's coming on, and I'll see you guys. I'll be back on tonight, I think. I don't see any reason why not, unless I'm just plain exhausted. But I don't really have the luxury of taking a night off because I'm tired. Last night was Shanna time and stuff. And I almost came on at like midnight. But I should be back on tonight. And if for some reason I'm not, I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Oh, yeah, of course he is. I think he's dead. Who knows? He probably died of embarrassment. All right, guys. I love you all. And until next time, salute.